here. Can you hear me okay? You well?
How are you doing, Ian? Yeah, all good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, all very well, my end.
Good.
Look, how pleasing is it for you to have James Lawrence available? And were you always confident that things would get sorted to enable him to play in this match?
Yeah, really pleasing to have, you want your best players on camp with you, and he certainly falls into that category. I thought he was excellent against Belgium for us. So disappointing to have him go back to Germany, but with restrictions easing the following morning, and we had our finger on the pulse with regards to that. So I was made aware of it as we were walking out the training the following morning, and acted on it straight away. And it's been a frustrating process, but thankfully one that sense was seen in the end, and we managed to get him in.
Takže otázka. Dobrý den. Jste spokojený s tím, že hráč James Lawrence bude dneska dostupný a že bude moci hrát? A byl jste si jistý, že se to vyřeší a že bude dnes schopný hrát? Já jsem velmi spokojený. Je to náš nejlepší hráč. Hrál skvěle proti Belgii. Takže ty restrikce se uvolnily v Německu. Dozvěděl jsem se to dnes ráno, že bude dostupný. Bylo to celkem frustrující celá ta situace, ale jsme rádi, že se k nám může připojit a že bude moci hrát.
I noticed that Rabbi Matondo sat out training, or we certainly didn't see any pictures of him in the pictures that we've seen. How is he? Is there an issue with that? And yeah, after the abuse that both he and Ben received over the weekend, what sort of frame of mind are they in? How have they coped with everything over the last 48 hours or so?
Yeah, well, with regards to training first, we've everybody's got their individual programs for their workloads, relative to what they've done in the last couple of days, and preparation for tomorrow's big game. So that's regarding training. With regards to the racial abuse they both suffered after the game, I was informed of it straight after the game, and we've acted on it straight away. We won't tolerate any abuse for our players like that. And the following morning in breakfast, I've spoke with the lads individually, and again, giving them our full support. The South Wales Police are investigating it as we speak, and things are put in place straight away. As like I said, we have zero tolerance when it comes to things like that.
Dobře, padla otázka na to, co se týká hráčů a rasistických komentářů a že hráči nebyli moc viděni. Tak jak se to řešilo během víkendu a jak se s tím hráči, mimo jiné hráč Traden, jak se s tím vypořádají? Takže hráči se připravovali na ten zítřejší zápas, co se týká těch rasistických urážek, které oni utrpěli po tom zápasu, tak já jsem se to dozvěděl až po zápasu. Řekli jsme, že to nebudeme tolerovat. Bavil jsem se s hráči, mají plnou podporu a v momentě, co se tady bavíme, tak to vyšetřuje policie a nulová tolerance, co se týká rasismu.
Look, finally from me, you go into this match having beaten Mexico. What has that done in terms of confidence and self-belief for the whole squad? And realistically, do you need to get something out of this match against the Czech Republic, or risk getting left behind in the group?
Yeah, the friendly was obviously an important game for us, and a really great performance that I was exceptionally proud of the players. We completely changed the starting 11. But with regards to momentum, it's important to keep that going as well. There was aspects of the Belgium game. We've had two difficult opponents, two teams in the top 10 in the world, and give a good account of us. I've beaten one of them. And second half performance against Belgium, I thought we went toe to toe with, barring a couple of soft goals. Really, I thought we held our own against them. So a lot of positives to come out of it, and that sets us up nice for Tuesday's game. And you're right, we'll be going for the win. The Czechs will. We've seen them play home and away, and their approach to the game is exactly the same. So it should make for an entertaining game. But you're right, we're going out for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Wish you well, Rob. Thanks.
Thank you.
Dobře, o víkendu jste hráli zápas s Mexikem, vyhráli jste. Myslíte si, že to bude mít vliv na vaši sebedůvěru pro celý tým? A myslíte si, že musíte něco vytěžit tady z tohoto zápasu, nebo si myslíte, že můžete riskovat, že zůstanete pozadu? Samozřejmě je to velmi důležitá hra pro nás, velmi důležitý zápas. Naši hráči, náš tým předvedl skvělý výkon verze proti Mexiku. To momentum musí ale pokračovat. Máme dva velmi těžké soupeře ve skupině, které jsou v top 10 podle hodnocení a musíme vyhrát. Češi se samozřejmě budou snažit taky vyhrát. Viděli jsme to v zápase s Belgií, takže myslím si, že k tomu budeme mít oba stejný přístup.
Okay, we'll move on to Rob Phillips.
Morning, Rob. How are you?
I'm good, Rob. Good to see you.
Good, and you, and you. Just following up from what Ian said, you've spoken to Ben and Rabi. Just how are they in themselves? How have they coped with it? And after the alleged incident at the Rangers game recently, it looks like the player allegedly involved in that won't be travelling. But are you concerned that there may be something that carries on into this game?
No, we're aware of it. The important thing for us and my focus is on my players at this moment in time, and it's making sure that they're okay. They are. They're strong characters. We'll make sure they got the full backing of the Association of Wales. They've got the full backing of the players and the staff, and it's not acceptable. Any form of abuse like that they have to read online after is completely unacceptable, and we have zero tolerance. We've acted on it straight away. I had breakfast with both players the following morning and made sure that they were in the right frame of mind and as least affected by it as possible, and just reiterated that we're there to support them and back them. So that was our focus. We can't, we have a protocol in place that if anything happens on the pitch, which we'll stick to, but that we're not going to focus on that, Rob. We just want to focus on making sure our players are okay and not harmed by any abuse that they've had.
Dobře, pan Jun už se tady na toto před chvíli ptal, co se týká hráče Bena Rabiho a jak zvládají ty rasistické narážky nebo ten incident, který se měl stát při hře s Glasgow Rangers. Dozvěděli, že hráč, který byl zahrnutý v tom, slavistický hráč, který v tom byl zahrnutý, tak údajně nemá přicestovat tady na tento zápas. Co byste k tomu řekl? Takže my jsme si toho vědomi. Tento břemeno je na hráčích a aby jsme se ujistili, že jsou v pořádku. Což jsou to silní hráči, mají podporu asociace všech zaměstnanců a není přijatelné to, co jsme slyšeli, to, co jsme zaslechli ohledně těch rasistických incidentů. Měli jsme se hráči snídani, chceme se ujistit, že tím jsou co nejméně ovlivněni a že jsou připraveni a že jsou momentálně v pořádku a připraveni, aby věděli, že mají tu podporu. Takže zaměřujeme se na tento zápas, zaměřujeme si i na hráče, aby jsme se ujistili, že tím nejsou nějak ovlivněni nebo zraněni.
Rob, you made 11 changes for the Mexico game. Have any of those players put themselves into contention for tomorrow night? Who stood out for you, and just how much do you have to bear in mind the amount of games they will have played in this window when you go to pick your side for the Czech Republic tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not going to name individuals, Rob, but I think as a whole, the squad coming into this camp, we knew we had 3 massive games for different reasons. It's the last opportunity for many of the players to show us before the Euros squad is selected. We knew we had 2 tough qualifiers either side of that Mexico friendly, so we picked the team that went out, and I was extremely proud of that performance. Every single one of them give a great account of themselves, and has put themselves in the shop window and an opportunity to be part of that squad. So the difficulty we're going to have is selecting a squad. So which is good, you know, to beat the Mexicans with the run that they had going into that game was they deserve all the credit they got from that performance, and they've done themselves absolutely no harm. And with regards to the Czech game coming up, it's a big game for us now. We want to get points on the board, and we'll select the team that we think is going to go and achieve that.
Dobře. Učinil jste 11 změn, co se týká hry s Mexikem. Jak to vidíte s hráči na zítřejší noc, na ten zápas? Kdo bude hrát? A co říkáte na to krátké okno, když teď budete hrát s Českou republikou? Že já nebudu tady jmenovat nějaké individuální hráče. Šli jsme tady do toho s tím, že jsme věděli, že budeme mít takovéhle 3 zápasy. Věděli jsme, že budeme mít dva těžké soupeře za sebou, takže jsme vybrali na ten zápas s Mexikem takový tým, který jsme si mysleli, že bude vhodný. Byl to přátelský zápas a jsme velmi hrdí na hráče, odvedli vynikající výkon a všichni byli dostupní s tím, že jsme jim jako málo času dopředu. Ta hra byla dobrá s Mexikem, porazili jsme je, byl to vynikající zápas. Co se týká teda Česka, tak bude to těžký zápas, ale vybrali jsme hráče, kteří si myslíme, že odvedou dobrý výkon a dostaneme snad nějaké body.
And last one from me, Rob. How much did Wayne Hennessy impress you on his first return to any sort of senior action since he was injured, and is keeper more fit?
2 questions, that one. Yeah, I was really impressed with Wayne. Absolutely. You know, he's been injured. He's had a difficult season, and he's come back into it and give a good account of himself. He falls into that category of senior players that we've got in the squad that are first class in and around the camp, and he's a credit to himself, and not just on the pitch, off the pitch as well. And I was really pleased for him to go and keep a clean sheet and give the performance he did. Kiefer's been struggling with this issue he's got with his heels, so we're monitoring him daily, and you know, he's fit to play and be a part of the squad and the team. So it's again, it's good from a selection point of view to have everybody fit.
All the best, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Dobře, co se týká pana Heatha, hráče Vennessyho, tak jak vás oslnil, když byl teď poprvé v akci od té doby, co se zranil, a myslíte si, že je teď více připravený? Tak já jsem byl celkem oslněný tím jeho výkonem. Měl to zranění, byla to těžká sezóna, ale vrátil se ve skvělé formě. On patří do té starší kategorie, ale do té kategorie první třídy, jak na hřišti, tak mimo hřiště. Takže měl problémy s patami, ale monitorujeme a je ve formě a je připravený.
Okay, thank you. I think we're going to pause the translation for the next few questions, and we'll only translate if there are any Czech questions at the end. So we'll carry on now with Lawrence Mora.
Cheers. Hi, Rob.
Hi.
Chris Gunter with a cracking weekend. Did he play himself into contention for tomorrow night with his performance on Saturday?
He's always been in contention, Chris Gunter. He's, you know, we're not surprised by the level of performance he gave against the Mexicans. So it's no surprise to us whatsoever. He's in the squad for a reason, not just for him to get his caps. He's in the squad because he adds value to it. And that's fundamentally why we select him in the squad.
Equally, another impressive person. I know Rob touched on it there with Wayne Hennessy. Has he challenged your thinking after Saturday night?
Of course, they all have. They've all given a good account of themselves, and you have to stand up and take note when they give a performance like that. Absolutely. But ultimately, we have to keep focus on the job in hand, and that is, you know, against the tough Czech team. and we've got to pick a team that we think will go out and exploit their weaknesses and hurt them. So with that in mind, it's good to have a selection headache with regards to the strength and depth we've now got. And yeah, it'll be a difficult task to pick the team.
And just finally then for me, the group kind of almost blown a little bit wide open with the result on Saturday. So the importance of a win tomorrow night has gone ratcheted up a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's always been important, hasn't it? But it's there's no more importance on it. It just gives us a better opportunity then that if we do get the win, the table will look a lot healthier. So it's still early stages as well, you know, so we're not going to get carried away with it. But we like we do every game, we approach it with the mentality to go and get the win, and Tuesday will be no different.
Cheers, Rob.
Cheers.
Thanks, Lawrence. Beth Fisher?
Hey, Rob, just one from me. Lawrence kind of briefly mentioned it in the Euro qualifiers. You know, other results helped Wales in the end. Obviously, early days, you said, but you must be really excited to play your first home game as well.
Yeah, that's right. Just wish the fans were in again. Yeah, it sounds like a stuck record, but it's not the same. You know, when you got the supporters there to help us on as well. But it is what it is, and yeah, we've got a home game. We'll pick a team, like I've just said there, to go and get the win, and that's what we'll be aiming to do.
Brilliant. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, Peter Gillibrand.
Hi, Rob. You're right.
Yeah, it's good. Thanks.
Good. Obviously, Wales went Chris Gunter mad a bit on Saturday, and it was his massive 100th cap, and we all saw the painting that was given to him. You know, what were the celebrations like for Chris on his massive 100th?
Yeah, and rightly so. He deserved all the praise. Yeah, you know, the players took a lot of praise for their performance, but you know, it was all about Chris because it's a massive achievement and a fantastic achievement. We come back, we had some food together, and there was a couple of presentations, and yeah, he was really humble with it, and give another great speech to the players, and said how special it is for playing for his country and the environment he's in. So it was a special occasion for him, and I speak on behalf of all the players and the staff as well. It was just nice to be a part of that.
And going back to the abuse, very sad abuse that Rabbi Matondo and Ben Cabango had, Rabbi specifically said, you know, Instagram needs to do more. Is that something you agree with? The social media companies need to start calling this abuse out? Because we've had it with these players, and also, you know, Liam Williams with Welsh, just abuse in general as well. Yeah,
absolutely. We take the knee, and we're fully supportive of that. We'll do whatever we have to raise awareness, but that literally is all it does. It raises awareness. Stronger actions need to be taken, and I think social media companies have to step up to the plate now and take action and make it, you know, almost impossible then to sieve these people out. And with regards to the players, that's my priority at the moment, and they're both okay. They're obviously they're disappointed with the abuse they've got, but like I said, I had breakfast with them the following morning, made sure they were okay from a mental point of view, and they're strong characters. They're great lads as well, and they'll get on with it.
And just final question for me, you said taking the knee there. 10 days ago, roughly, Tyler Roberts questioned whether taking the knee was relevant anymore, and obviously Scotland have stopped it now. Have you thought about potentially stopping that, taking the knee before a game?
No, we respect Tyler's viewpoint, and I agree with him. You know, what it is raising awareness, and what he's trying to say by that is it's okay raising awareness. I'm all for that. Stronger action needs to be taken. So whether it's taking the knee, we've raised the awareness of it. It seems to be getting worse. So by taking the knee is not solving the problem. The problem is still there. So we need to take stronger action, and this is where I'm calling on social media sites now to act on it.
Very wise words. Paul Block, good luck.
Thank you.
Peter. Phil Cadden.
Hi, Rob. Just on social media abuse, Gareth Southgate said at the weekend he's telling his players to ditch social media ahead of the Euros. I just wondered, what's your plans for the summer?
Yeah, it's a sorry state, isn't it, when we've got to ask our players to come off social media for whatever reason, you know, for abuse that they might get. You know, we'll, as an association, we'll have meetings about that pre the Euros, and the best plan moving forward. We'll have meetings with the players as well, and see what is the best way to protect them then. So yeah, I can see his point of view, absolutely, and it's about protecting our players. It's all about the players and their welfare. So yeah, if that's something that we need to consider, absolutely.
Is that your view? You would like the players to come off social media?
No, I haven't said that. I said we'll have discussions about that, and it's about whatever. As a group, we'll make that decision together, all the staff and the players, and we'll come up with a solution to protect the players.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Phil.
Okay, no other hands raised apart from Jan Suchan.
Hello, Rob. This is Jan from the Czech Radio. I would like to ask you about the Czech team. What could you say about it? Thank you.
Is what? Sorry, could you say that again?
Yeah, sorry. I would like to ask you about the Czech team. What are your impressions from the Czech team?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, very, very impressed. Absolutely. I think we watched some footage from the game against Belgium the other night and how they go about the game. And yeah, they press at high intensity. They've got quality in their team. They've got goals in their team. Souček in particular. So it's going to be a tough game for us and should make for an entertaining game.
Okay, that's lovely. Thanks, Rob. No more questions, I don't think. So yeah, diolch yn fawr, and we'll bring Gareth in.